Everything going on in the world, we have more films coming out to streaming services this week, like Greyhound, a brand new Tom Hanks film that was supposed to be in theaters. Then Apple TV said, hey, no, we'll buy it, we'll take it, we'll put it on. Is it any good? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Again, today I'm going to be discussing Greyhound, which stars Tom Hanks, and it's also written by him, which is something that's quite interesting. I was quite looking forward to this film because I'm a major fan of Tom Hanks. I think he's a great actor, but when it also comes down to a film like this, taking inexperienced U.S. Navy captain must lead an Allied convoy being stalked by Nazi U-boat wolf packs. That's interesting, and it's only an hour and a half. I was definitely, piqued my interest at that runtime because I'm like, war film that's late, let's see how this goes. And actually really good, and I'm very sad that I didn't get to see this in the theaters because the way and the dynamics and the way this film was shot and made, it asks for you to watch this in the theaters, not at home. You still enjoy it at home, but definitely in the theaters would have been the way to watch this. Of course, if you guys are new here, though, and you guys love early movie reviews, geeky content, or just general love talking movies, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on content like this over here on a daily basis, as well as comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you guys excited for this movie? Did you already get to watch it? Let's talk about it all down there. Getting into my pros for Greyhound, the number one thing I can say is how intense this film is and how really it keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time you are watching this film. You feel this sense of dread the second Tom Hanks is on the boat going after some of the U-boats and destroying them. You can really see and get the tension ramping up, and surprisingly enough, it's not from the score, really from the ambiance of the sound, the intensity of what is going on in this scene, because the score for this I wouldn't say is the most memorable thing. I would say it's more of the sound design, the sound editing that really gets you into the vibe and really gets you like going with these characters and making you feel like you were there with them. And there's a lot of the times that Tom Hanks and a lot of the other sailors are saying a ton of stuff that I have no idea what it means, but I feel like in some way capability that I feel like I do now after watching this film, and it really does a great job of putting you inside the seat and really the shoes of this captain. And Tom Hanks is great in here. I mean, there's not really much to his character besides being this inexperienced captain who has a love of his life off on a different place. He's just trying to survive as this is his first route out as captain. Again, that's quite interesting to see in those dynamics and how they can go. Makes for an interesting character at that. To be honest, that might be the only con I have with this film, is that it just doesn't stick out among the rest of the war films that I've seen during World War II, and I was kind of hoping for that. While this film does such a great job of getting you again into these people's shoes and making you feel like you were on the ship, some of the cinematography in here is beautiful, especially a lot of the night scenes with the fire, great. And again, intensity. When these U-Hauls are shooting torpedoes, you are on the edge of your seat, and a lot of this cinematography, again, a lot of the visual effects, excellent. Really, everything is top-notch surrounding this, and it made me wish I could have seen this in the theaters instead of watching it on my iPad at home, because that's the only way these screeners can sometimes work for me. That's right, for sure, with a good performance by Tom Hanks of always, and it has a good script and great directing. Many people will find this film entertaining, and I think that is what this film did. Its purpose was to entertain you, keep you on the edge of your seat, but not really inform you on anything else, but really get you into it, and it did it for sure. Before I give you my final thoughts on Greyhound, and again, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on content like this over here on a daily basis, as well as comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you guys excited for this movie? Are you not? Let's discuss it down there. Head on over to Sam Sean Films on how to see films early, and of course, just a big thank you to you and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Greyhound, once again, is a very intense ride into World War II with the U.S. Navy captain who must lead this Allied convoy being stalked by Nazi U-boats. It is very much like, take Mad Max, for instance, which is a giant car chase throughout the whole film. This is a car chase, but in the ocean. It's intense. Torpedoes flying everywhere. Ships blowing up here and there, and Tom Hanks is just trying to survive with his crew. It's intense, it gets you in there, and everything, all the mumbo jumbo that they're saying, I feel like I kind of came out understanding it. They do, again, a great job of making you feel like you're in their shoes, and it might not do anything new. I mean, this film might not do anything completely new. It's not going to blow your socks off like, oh my god, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. But it is intense, and I really wish I could have seen it in the theaters, because this is a film that just feels like it's screaming to be seen in the theaters, from the sound design, from the sound editing, which is incredible. There are certain noises in here that, again, make you feel like the dread and the horror coming from this film. And again, World War II was a scary time. It was a horror movie for many different people, and they bring that about. The script and directing, good. You know, again, the film doesn't do anything new, but it's still entertaining and you're going to enjoy it. So with all that said, I'm going to give Greyhound a B+. Thank you guys again so much for clicking on this. You guys are seriously all the best. Again, I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I don't know if I'm actually one of the few people that like this, because I haven't talked to anyone else really about this film. So thank you guys again, and of course, until next time, stay classy.